Welcome back. This is the third and final installment of my Studio Report series where I'm recording our second album with my band Nighthawker. If you haven't seen the first two, check them out first. I will link them here and in the description down below. So we're now on day 3 of 5. On the first day we just managed to get one good take for one song. On the fourth day we would record one full band song and one acoustic song, and the fifth day was just vocals. So on the second and third day we actually recorded the foundation of 7 songs. The one you saw in the opening clip was a tricky one to start the day with, as it starts with a bend that leads into a solo. Later on in the bridge of that song is a second solo that I recorded separately, not because it's that hard, but just to reduce the margin of error. Throughout these videos you see me play some solos live in the room and recording others afterwards. This has 2 simple reasons. I either want to go for a different sound which involves a different guitar or different pedals and settings which I cannot easily switch to while playing the song. The second reason is that I simply don't want to ruin a good take by messing up the solo or settle for a lesser version of the solo because the rest of the take is good. Some of these solos were improvised, but most of it was worked out before we went to the studio. And we're not singing live in the room for those last reasons as well. All 4 of us sing lead and backing vocals while also playing instruments. I wish I could be as talented as someone as Warren Haynes and do everything live in the room, but as you might have noticed, I'm not. And the next song proved to be our most challenging one yet. It starts off as an acoustic song but builds up to a heavy climax. And live we can do this a bit differently, but for the studio version we wanted to work with a lot of layers. So Gwen played an acoustic guitar in the control room and the rest of us played in the live room. And a bit later on I have a solo that you might have heard before on this channel if you have watched more of my videos. And I also played that one after we had the basic track down. On the 4th day we initially only had one acoustic song left, which would be the 9th song, but we started out with 11 songs before we went to the studio and scrapped 2 songs just a couple of weeks before. But I was convinced one of those scrapped songs would actually work really well, and it turned out that it was actually a miscommunication that it was scrapped in the first place. And although it's definitely not the best written song out of the songs we recorded there, it simply has a vibe and an energy. It turned out to be the song that we recorded the fastest, and it was the first one that worked in the rough mixes. didn't film anything during the 5th and last day of recording, as we did just vocals that day, but you might have noticed that I started filming less and less as the studio days progressed. I just got more and more into the recording, and I wanted my focus to be on that. And when I wasn't recording, I wanted to take my time to relax a little bit. While filming this, we're just 1 week away from our last studio day, which will be on September 8th. We will mainly be recording some last vocal parts, so I don't think I will bring the camera then either. But I hope you like this peek behind the curtain, and if you like the music, check the links in the description down below. And while you're down there, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you next time.